I can't believe you're carrying it up. I should have known with you. If you could just like pop it by your crotch, like pointing upwards, I can drop him down there. I thought if I'm going to cut this off, Carl. Yeah. Because originally I was going to put it here, but because of how tall I am, I probably would hit it, and I don't want to be dipping down. So I think I'll cut that off, and I think I'll just mimic that arch. So that was Colin and Mark from 445 Engraving and Woodworking. I'll put our links in the description for their Instagram and all the other socials. They've come up and they're making me custom signs for plots, for the grapevine garden, for the fig and olive, and also some for the hog houses as well, for the hedgehogs and stuff. So hopefully by the time this video comes out, the order will be complete, or if not, it might be in next week's video. So yeah, go take a look at theirs and give them a little follow, and perhaps you might want a sign as well for your plot or your garden, and give them a little order. So right, so let's get back to the gardening. So I popped over because Colin, a friend of mine, has actually sourced me 2 Belfast sinks, and I've got some ideas for them. One's going to go on the fig and olive plot, one's going to go on the grapevine garden, and stay tuned in a later video because what I've got in plan for them is such a genius idea. So we popped over today, and when I see Leo is here. So Leo's going to come up and help me on the plot today. We've just been for breakfast, so we're very, very filled up for the day. Leo came over yesterday, his dad dropped him off, and while his dad brought him over, his dad also bought me a full whiskey barrel and a half one as well. So they're going to go connected to the shed instead of the plastic one, and then the smaller one then later on will filter from the bigger one. So I can stick my watering can in and use that. So today, what are we doing today, Leo?
Planting sweet peas,
yeah,
potatoes and salad.
Let's get it done. So Leo, do you want to do your regular thing where you take them around the plot and show them where you've the update?
Yeah. So here's some tulips.
Yeah, what else have we got? The
Onions.
Garlic. And then, what's that over there?
Peas.
Yeah. Do you want to go show them the tadpoles in the pond?
Okay, we're gonna go.
Don't fall in the pond.
I won't. Gonna go show you the updated pond. So here's all the tadpoles. So if you can see, the carrots are starting to germinate.
Well, that's good news, isn't it?
Yeah. So now I'm gonna plant some sweet peas into this teepee. We're gonna plant some sweet peas so the bees can be happily and so the garden smells nice.
Shall I show you the first one?
Yeah.
Push the trowel in, make a little hole like that, pop one in.
Yep.
Push it right in. There you are. And then just gently put over. Watch you don't cut the stems with the trowel. And then these you lift that and just push them in. Push them like that. So that they're balancing like that. Okay? Go for it. He's a YouTuber in the making, so while Leo's doing that, let me show you what else is going on. So inside the teepee, as you can see, all the sweet peas now are direct sown and they're growing, and so I'm happy about that. Now these are the barrels that my brother-in-law gave me, and the idea is that I'm going to cut the top off this one, or maybe just make a hole for the drain pipe to go through, and on the side there is a little bung as well, a little hole that I might put a tap to it as well instead, so I can just turn the tap and then it'll drain out of there into here, and then I can drop my watering can in and that'll be next to the shed. Also, there's been some more activity on the nature cameras. The hedgehogs are out, they're in full swing now, they're absolutely loving it. They're taking all the grubs up the path and going through the asparagus bed, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy that they're doing their little jobs on the allotment. So if you can cut all these flowering things off, these? Yeah, and we'll pop them in a basket and we'll take them down to the chickens, shall we? These? Yeah, cut them all off. Okay. And we'll pop them in the basket and we'll take them down for the chickens. Okay. So I also need to clean up this bed at some point, because obviously the pak choys have bolted and this will be for the runner beans, and I need to plant out some of this stuff, so maybe we'll get that done today as well. And also I want to show you as well the daffodils and all the other flowers, even the tulips, are all coming up now. So my friends Reese and Josh popped over as well, and I did say on the live as well that I'm not sowing any green courgettes because someone will give me a green courgette, and lo and behold, they brought me a green courgette, so mission complete. I haven't got to sow one now, I'm just going to do the yellow ones, but yeah, thank you so much for this, Reese and Josh. I'll put a link to their Instagram as well here, and also in the description. I'll go over, give them a follow, and yeah, they've got a beautiful garden as well, so let's get some more jobs done. So I've decided that I'm going to put some Charlotte potatoes in this bed here. It was always the plan anyway to put some potatoes in, but I didn't know which ones. I am going to do some in buckets, 30-litre buckets, but I am going to put some Charlottes in this bed as well, because I'm hoping that these ones will be okay out here and I'll have a nice good crop from them. So let's get them in, shall we, Leo?
Yeah.
Right, let's get you the trowel. There you go. So if I show you where they are, you just got to make a hole this big down to the trowel, and then just pop them in like that. Okay, so we'll put one there, one there. There you go. I tell you what, I'll put them in, I'll make the holes and you pop them in. One by here. Come on, get your hands dirty. There you are. And then when we harvest these now in a couple of months, Leo, yep, I'll bring them up for your mum and she'll be happy, won't she?
Yep. Uncle Daniel, do we have to water these?
Actually we don't, so because it's raining quite a lot now at the moment, I think the bed's pretty wet anyway, so it should be good to go. Hopefully this will give us a good harvest. Well done, Leo, high five. Let's go home.
Bye.
Leo, it didn't record. We're going to have to record it, or we're going to have to dig them all back up and start again.
Oh.
So a bit of a crappy day. I've come over because I woke up to a message on the Allotment WhatsApp page saying the plot had been raided and all the sheds have been broken into. Linda got hit. Loads of the other plot holders, I think about 90% of sheds. But weirdly, the fig and olive shed wasn't. I don't know why. The polytunnel was open. I've checked through it, but I cannot see anything that might have been stolen from there. But the grapevine garden shed, the door was prized open as well in there, but there's a massive industrial lock on there as well. So I think I was lucky. And sod's law, Linda borrowed my trail camera and she'd returned it and I hadn't set it back up. So there was no footage of them coming on here, but they did step all over the asparagus. We've tried to light-heartedly joke about it now because it's happened, but loads of people had power tools stolen. So this is a sharp reminder. If you've got power tools or anything that you think is really expensive in your shed, take it home. You know, they're not looking for trowels and things like that, but yeah, I think I was lucky because I left some camera equipment here as well, but luckily, Leo picked that one thing up and took it home as well, which I didn't know about. I was really worried about it because I came over and had a look and I thought it was missing, but luckily Leo brought it home, so well done, Leo. But yeah, I'm absolutely gutted for the site because you know, I've been here 3 or 4 years now, never known it once, but also a neighbouring plot, as you know, allotment site have had theirs done as well, so it wasn't a targeted, you know, theft here. But these things happen, we just have to carry on. But it makes you wonder, should I lock my shed up all the time or should I just leave it unlocked and they can open it up, have a look inside and then move on, because they just cause more damage. But so many people have had their sheds locks broken off, and poor Linda, God, yeah, devastating. But on a brighter note, you know, we cannot dwell on it too much. We've got a lovely visitor back on site again today, so I'm gonna pop down to Linda's at the Feel Good Garden and we're gonna have a nice cup of coffee, and our special guest has turned up today. I'm kind of glad in a way though that I have got into a habit of taking most of my power tools home, but I was lucky this time, very, very lucky. My drill as well that I left out on the staging had fallen into a 30-litre bucket. So luckily that wasn't taken either, but so many people lost their drills and power tools, so never mind. Right, let's go have coffee and cake. Is this the crime scene?
Yes.
Hiya, Bethan.
It wasn't me.
No, you turned up on site and dismay and sadness have been brought with you.
Oh. I think we have a little bit of success here.
Oh.
What's this then?
Hey, is this for my age?
Peanuts.
Linda showing us her nuts. Oh, lovely.
We have a little bit of activity
Well,
going on there.
Well, there's some positivity. I've just told him about your crime scene, Linda.
Have you? All right. Hey, look at that. Look at that, Nanu. Starting. They're
Lovely.
starting. How's yours coming along, Dan?
Not too good.
Oh my others have gone mildew.
Yeah, that's what's happened to me.
These were mildew as well. I just washed the mildew off them.
Oh.
Tea time. Tea time.
So I've come back over after sulking, and I reflected on it, and it was making me question, you know, why am I doing this? Should I just carry on? You know, should I just stop this? Because, you know, it really got to me yesterday, and I don't know why. I just really felt violated that people had come to the plot and damaged something that you worked really hard for, and we all share the same hobby, and it's quite a shame that someone could think that they could just come here and take whatever they want for their own gain, and it's quite sad. But I've come over because I don't want to leave the video on a low. I don't want people just commenting about the break-in and stuff, because I've had such a lovely week. You know, Leo came over. It was nice to show him some new skills as well about planting out things and stuff. And yeah, the highs and lows of an allotment life. Come on, Linda, never a dull moment with you.
Well, at least it's not getting caught on my head.
So I think when I was packing up yesterday to take all my tools home, because I'm not leaving much here anymore at the moment because I don't want to lose them if people come into the plot. So I'm going to have to use a dibber. And I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to plant out these Oregon sugar pods because they're well overdue. There's just a few spares that I had. I've already got them. I'm going to put them on this obelisk, and then I can use these then to sow the next lot, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Right, let's get these in. So these are Oregon sugar pod. I've got some nasturtiums growing in here and a potato by the looks of it, by using the spent compost. So yeah, these are Oregon sugar pod, and I love these for sugar snap peas, roasted with a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. Perfect. So I think if I pop them in here, we'll have a nice little crop as well, extra. And the plan is to put this as sweet peas originally, but it doesn't matter. Plans can be changed. Right, let's get this filled up with compost and then let's sow some beans. Now, I've not sieved this because with beans, they're pretty sturdy seeds, so they'll be all right. Right, let's get the pongo beans. Now, I'm going to give this a little water. Now, the one thing you do not want to do when you're sowing beans is let these drench in water underneath. Now, these containers will hold some water, which is fine. I will drop a little bit in just to soak up through the compost, but whatever you do, do not bottom water like this and leave a reservoir of water underneath, because these beans will rot. Right, so these are called pongo dwarf beans, and they're absolutely beautiful. Last year I sacrificed having any of the crop. I planted them out and used them purely for seed, which killed me because I love them, but I wanted to have a good stock of them as well for this year, and also to share out to other people. I've already given some to Linda. I'm sure other people will have some too, but I really wanted some myself. So I think I'm going to put 2 in each module, because I've got quite a few beans, you know, now, and hopefully we'll have a nice crop of dwarf French beans in late spring. Now, this is the perfect time to start your dwarf beans off. I would hold off for another week or two for your runner beans and things, but for now the dwarf ones will be fine. Now, this video is probably strange as well because it's coming out a little bit earlier, but tonight as well I've got a live at 7 o'clock with Jane Kelly, Rulanda and Jim Contrabecchi. So come over tonight at 7 o'clock on the live. I missed the one on Thursday, which I normally do, but you know, they'll be back in October now. But for tonight, we've got a live at 7, so I hope to see you there. So the beans are all in. I'm just going to cover them over now, like so. Give them another little water. Pop in a label. And always, always, with your beans, your sunflowers, those type of seeds, make sure they're covered over and pop something heavy on top to stop the mice, because they will try and get in there. A lot of things now are coming into bloom. Like I mentioned before, the hostas. Look at this. This is a white feathered hosta. It's beautiful. Now, there's no sign so far on any of the sweet potatoes, but everything else is coming into bloom now, as you can see. God, look at those nasturtiums. The marigolds are now ready to be potted on. There is some here, different colours. Mixed germination here, but I'm glad that I did extras. And look, I'm really, really pleased with all the flowers for this year. I think another week and this tulip bed is going to be in full bloom. Let's hope so. I'm really excited for this. I think even though me and Leo planted these potatoes, I think it's going to sink a little bit more as well. So if you can see, there's a good 3 inches that have dropped over the winter. So I think in the next week or so, I might put a nice layer of well-rotted manure on top of there as well, just to give it a good extra bit of boost. So I think that's the plan. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I got a nature pond that's connected to the solar panels, which is run off 12 volt. So I bought myself a new pump for the pond, which has got a filter on it, because the one in there it's not working efficiently anymore this year. I think it's clogged up. There was no filter on it, so I think it's just backed up with gunk and rubbish in this. So I'm going to fit a new one on here now, and hopefully we'll have a bit more of a fountain in the pond. Is anyone else feeling like they just haven't sown enough, or they're behind on their schedules and stuff? Because I definitely am. I feel like I just haven't done enough. Even though I've got lots of things sown, lots of things growing, I'm still feeling that I haven't done enough, and I'm feeling the pressure a little bit, which I promised I wasn't going to do. But there's still things I need to sow and I need to get on now. But if you're feeling the same, then happy days. Pop a comment below and, you know, share my pressure with me. So if you haven't seen it yet, I put another video out on Wednesday, which was a beautiful one at the garden centre, visiting my friend Carla's plot, and also Dee's allotment as well, which was stunning. So go over and have a look at that video as well. It was just a lovely extra video on a Wednesday. I am going to start doing extra videos now on Wednesdays if I've got extras to show you. I'm Danny, and this is Grow Up, and this is the video that you should watch next.